bus that we're taking down to Guatemala, or actually Mexico. It's going to be about a 2,500 mile journey. We got this bus in Pennsylvania. We're driving all the way down. But what I wanted to say real quick is this reminds me of when I was in Guatemala, because what they would do is they would take old, outdated American school buses and they'd get them all the way down there to Guatemala, and they take buses like this, paint them up all real nice. They'd put these little lines inside that you could grab onto, just like a subway, and you could just ride them everywhere like public transportation. But I remember one time, me and my friends, we got back from this party, and instead of paying, I think it was maybe like a 15 or 20 Q fee to go back to the city, we decided to ride one of these buses like this, a little bit longer, not quite as short as this one. And when we got on it, we were the only people on the entire bus. And this little dude came back, and there was something wrong with him. I don't know exactly. He had some kind of problem where his chest was really big, and he sort of walked like this. And he came up to us, and he told us it would be 10 Q each, or maybe it was even 15 Q to get back to the city. And we knew that wasn't the price because we had a local Guatemalan friend with us, and he told us that normally the price was only about 3 or 4 Q, which would only have been maybe 25 cents at the most to get back to the city. And so we all sat back there, and there was other couple, like 2 tourists that were also in the front of the bus, and we were all in the back of the bus. And he went in, he collected the 10 Q from the people up front. When he came back to us, for some reason, me and all my friends just threw a complete fit. And we were like, no, we're not gonna pay that 10 Q. And so he just, he turned around and he waddled all the way back up to the front, and he talked to the bus driver, and I could see the bus driver, he was looking in the mirror and he was looking back at us, and I could tell he was getting kind of angry. Because we weren't submitting to paying like that much money, we knew that we weren't that far away. So finally he came back and he relented, and he said that we would only have to pay, I think, about 5 Q each. And so we ended up paying him 5 Q and stuff. And when we got back to the town, what he did, and I knew that this was going to happen the entire time, because some of these people can be kind of spiteful, some Guatemalans can. And when we got back, he stopped for barely just a split second, and we all opened up the back of this door right here, and we all started jumping out. And the last one to get off was my friend Jacob, and he was still standing up in the doorway as the bus just started taking off. It stopped for like a split second. We all jumped off real quick. Jacob was the only one left, and he was chasing, after he got out, he was chasing the bus down the road, trying to shut the back door for him and stuff like that. But the bus driver was having none of it. He just kept speeding away. And so finally Jacob just took the door and he just slammed it as hard as he could. It just sort of bounced away, and we just saw them all drive away with the door just flinging there like that. So that's one of my stories from Guatemala. Thank you.